Good afternoon. On this rather cold Ash Wednesday afternoon, where the snow flurries have just begun, and but we're not going to let those deter us from gathering together this evening for our Ash Wednesday Parish Eucharist at 7 o'clock, to which all of you are invited. As always, this Incumbent's update is aimed at parish councillors and just keeping you in the loop. But any of you who aren't parish councillors, don't feel you have to stop watching. I'm hoping that this update will help just keep us all informed of a little of what's happening around St. John's, the busy life of a busy parish. Last night we celebrated Shrove Tuesday with our pancake supper, and it was wonderful to gather again in person. Thank you to all those many volunteers who put a lot of effort into making sure yesterday happened and was such an enjoyable event. There was even axe throwing, which I'm sure you'll hear more about at some point. Following the Shrove Tuesday supper, we did, of course, have our last Parish Council of the year. And that leads me to say, and I'll probably say it again next week, thank you so much to the Parish Council and our Wardens Group, all the officers of the Parish Council who have worked so hard in this past year, who've given so much time and care to the life of St. John the Divine. I want to say a particular thank you here to Joan Hazar, who is standing down after 3 years as our People's Warden, but 6 years on Parish Council. Joan has also been instrumental in founding and leading the finance group, which is paying such careful attention to the finances of St. John the Divine. Joan was described yesterday evening as someone who gets things done, and I've really appreciated that part of her ministry in her life and her approach to being on the Wardens Group. And I just want to say a thank you. Your voice has been so valuable, Joan, in all that we've been able to do in these past few years, and you will be missed. Of course, this Sunday we will be electing a new parish people's warden for the parish as we gather at the annual meeting of parishioners, also known as the vestry meeting. We'll also be electing 4 new members to the parish council. I want to say thank you to those who are standing down, having served their term as parish councillors, and thank you to those who are continuing in this work. Your role in the leadership of St. John the Divine is invaluable. Please do not underestimate just how important it is to have a parish council that listens to the parish and brings those concerns back to the room and helps us in discerning our way ahead together. We are at a stage of seeking to celebrate and reconnect as community, and the work of the Parish Council has been invaluable in starting that off this year and will continue to be invaluable as we move forward together. I encourage you all to bring a brown bag lunch and to stay behind for the annual meeting of parishioners this coming Sunday after the 10 a.m. Eucharist. Of course, today, as I've already mentioned, is Ash Wednesday. I'm a little later recording my update this week, but I think you'll understand that the preparations for Lent and the fact we've already had a service and we've had various things happening today meant that this update is a little later in the week than I would have hoped. But yesterday and today have been joyfully busy. As we go into Lent, I'd just like to remind you that we do have a daily blog, and I would like, particularly for you as parish councillors, but also anyone who's watching this, to consider whether you might be able to contribute. Just up to 400 words, maybe with a picture, maybe with a piece of music, maybe with a poem, maybe with somewhere you have been. A place or an event or a piece of music or art that in which you have seen something of the divine, glimpses of God. And I would be very grateful to receive submissions, so you're not seeing just myself and Stephanie writing things every day. In fact, tomorrow or the day after, Sarah Chu is going to be offering a reflection for which I'm very grateful. So the daily blog is happening at stjohnthedivine.bc.ca/blog. And there are also other events happening through Lent, including starting tomorrow evening, Thursday the 23rd at 9 p.m. will be a Compline. If you would like to join that simple service, 20 minutes long, that ends the day in prayer, then please email me for the Zoom link or join us on Facebook, facebook.com/St John Vic BC. As well as Compline, we have our book study starting next Wednesday, March the 1st. And there will be an online version of that conversation on Thursday, starting March the 2nd. We're using a book or reading a book called Out of the Embers, Faith After the Great Deconstruction by Brad Jersak. I recommend you just skip the rather pointless foreword by Brian Zand and go straight into the substance of the book with the preface and then into the first section. And I will be putting up on the blog which parts we are going to be reading week by week and discussing either on Wednesday or Thursday, depending on whether you want to be in person here on the Denson Lounge or whether you'd rather be online and doing that conversation via Zoom. As well as the daily blog and the book group and the Compline, we're also on Monday night, starting next Monday night, having a School of Prayer with various contributors, including myself, Cornelia van Voost, who is an artist, and Martin Brokenleg, the Reverend Canon Doctor Martin Brokenleg, and also we have one other who escapes. Oh, how can I forget Dr. Pat Manning, our own Pat Manning, is going to be introducing us to centering prayer at one of those evenings. Those details are again on the website, and there will be more detail as we go through. Everything else continues as these things, the Lenten things are in addition to what we are doing. So please do join in wherever you can. Daily prayers, midweek services, our Sunday worship, morning and evening, and all the other things that are a part of this vibrant life of St. John the Divine. In Lent, this time of quiet and contemplation, we seem to go up a gear, but still there's plenty of opportunity to plug in, to think about our worshipping and our praying life, as well as our life of action and trying to make a positive difference in this community and in the world. So I wish you a holy and blessed Lent, and I look forward to meeting or chatting to you all in the near future. God bless you.